Hang on. Colbert's got a new late show tonight on CBS.
The mayor, she'd like you to improve relations with the black community.
Pandering ain't the answer. 2 dead, 4 injured.
A more radical offshoot of the KKK.
Here we are dealing with the same damn problems with the same weak solutions. The next target could be absolutely anybody.
A new SWAT in 2 weeks on CBS.
Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
We've been seeing some showers on and off throughout the day today. A few of us got some rumbles of thunder. We missed out on any strong storms, though. We'll be thankful for that. Still, though, in the shower's wake, a little bit of mist and drizzle out there, a few raindrops on the lens. We'll be drying things out with due time here over the next few days, the next few hours, I should say. Tonight by about midnight, I think we're dry with rain ending. A few light sprinkles can't be ruled out till morning. Tomorrow, though, for Thanksgiving, looks dry during the day with west winds and southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Looking ahead, we expect dry weather on Thanksgiving. However, next week looks cold. The potential is also there for some snow. We're going to break down the setup for you and let you know what we're thinking. All the details and that much more coming up later on in the show. WCIA 3 News at 10 starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
It's usually one of the biggest nights for downtown businesses. How bars are faring this Thanksgiving Eve. Plus, at one point, a nursing home in central Illinois had dozens of COVID cases. How the manager says this outbreak started.
And a man is facing charges after police say he arranged for someone's murder, who they say he was planning to kill.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
It's usually a big moneymaker for every downtown business.
But instead, Thanksgiving Eve is as quiet as the night before Christmas. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. From pickup to patios, Champaign County's bars are doing what they can to make it through the holidays without indoor dining. WCIA 3's Jen Lask is live in the newsroom. Jen, you stopped by a few bars tonight, usually busy on the night before Thanksgiving. What did you see?
Well, Jessica, there was no yelling over the crowd to make your voices heard, no struggle to get up to the front of the bar. Instead, bartenders there tell me that they are grateful this Thanksgiving week for the customers who continue to stop by.
It's surreal. I am used to this place being packed on Blackout Wednesday.
It's a night that would normally keep bartenders a bit too busy to talk to us. Instead,
I appreciate everyone coming in. It gets pretty lonely in here by yourself.
There's nothing but time. Time to give tours of Igloo's outside Cowboy Monkey, complete with heaters for every group and heavy-duty sanitizing. Time to admire the view of the holiday lights, unimpeded by lines to get indoors. And time at the Blind Pig for Tony Yazel to chat with the customers who've stayed loyal throughout the pandemic.
It's nice to have people come in, get a beer, have a few words with them. It makes you kind of feel almost back to normal.
It's a different vibe than what Eric Connolly's used to. Even so,
figured I'd come in and still get a taste of it.
He's supporting a go-to spot with a to-go drink.
I got the coffee stout. It's my favorite beer in town.
Connolly would normally stay out a bit longer.
Maybe for a drink or two, but I mean, I can take the growler home and take care of that myself.
At the end of the day, this Blackout Wednesday is one the service industry will remember, but would probably rather forget.
We just want to get back on track and get this thing over with.
Not every bar is following the health department's rules. We stopped by Bunny's Tavern, where we saw people dining and drinking inside. We spoke with the manager there, who said he was waiting for a letter from CU PhD's Julie Pride. Now, Pride says there's no ambiguity. They face a possible suspension of their liquor and food license if they continue to allow that indoor dining. Back to you.
All right, Jen, keep us updated on what you learn. Thank you so much.
Governor Pritzker again pleaded with people to stay home this Thanksgiving. Travelers we spoke with today said they were either leaving for small gatherings with immediate family or leaving town for an untraditional Thanksgiving. But travel options were limited because of the pandemic. Amtrak, for example, cut capacity in routes, but state leaders remain worried about another surge in cases after this holiday weekend.
Safest thing we can do for one another is stay within our own households. But if you are hell-bent on gathering with others outside your own home, please do it with just a few people. And importantly, this is not the year to have everybody over at grandma's house.
The state's top doctor says the signs of a post-holiday outbreak won't come for a couple of weeks. It started with one case, and then COVID-19 ripped through a senior living center in Paxton. Accolade Healthcare of Paxton Senior Living says at one point, 82 residents and staff were positive. 3 residents who had pre-existing conditions died. Accolade's manager says the first case was a resident who had returned from the hospital for an unrelated reason. They thought they'd contained the case to the admissions wing, which was set up to handle the virus.
Initially, we were very confident that we had isolated the virus to the wing that was set up to handle the virus. In the testing, the recurring testing in the coming weeks, we found that unfortunately it was not isolated to that wing and that it had spread into the general population.
Then the entire facility was locked down. At this time, 9 residents and 1 staff member remained sick with the virus.
You heard the numbers there. Here's a look at today's coronavirus numbers statewide. There are more than 11,000 new infections. The 7-day positivity rate has dropped a bit to 12.2%. 6,100 people were in the hospital as of last night. More than 1,200 of them were in the ICU. 679 were on ventilators. 155 more people have died, including 26 people in central Illinois. More than 11,800 people have died in the state since this pandemic started. Several utility companies have agreed to stop disconnections through the winter months. That includes Ameren, Illinois, ComEd, Liberty Utilities, North Shore, and Peoples Gas. This applies to all residential customers. Aqua Illinois, Illinois American Water, and Utility Services of Illinois have also agreed to stop disconnections for people who qualify until the end of March.
New tonight, Mattoon police say a man's in custody for planning to murder a heroin dealer. Cody Cortez is charged with solicitation to commit murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Police say he conspired with someone to rob and murder at least 2 people in Champaign to get drugs, cash, and guns. He was arrested when he got a shotgun to use in the killings. A man in Decatur is in custody for attempted murder. Police responded to a shooting near East Moore and South Stone Streets last night. When they arrived, they found a 66-year-old woman shot in the head. Police arrested 44-year-old Lamar Williams. He was found a few blocks away. Young children were found unharmed in the home. The victim is in the hospital in critical condition. Neighbors say they're upset about the violence.
It's very frightening. I've lived here 40 years, or over 40 years, and never has been like this until recently. Makes you want to move.
Decatur police responded to other shootings. During one incident, a 72-year-old man was shot in the hand. New tonight, Springfield police responded to 3 separate armed robberies overnight. They say BP Amoco on Stevenson, Circle K on South MacArthur, and Quick and Easy on North Grand were all robbed. In all 3 robberies, the suspect description was the same, and officers recognized the description as someone they'd previously been in contact with. They arrested 20-year-old Cody Carricker from Taylorville this morning. He's facing several charges now, including aggravated robbery, aggravated unlawful use of a weapon by a felon, and theft.
A Monticello neighborhood was on lockdown last night after a man ran from police during a traffic stop. Perry Wilkerson was pulled over for speeding on I-72 by Monticello. Police say he stopped for a while, but then started driving away. He ran out of gas about 4 miles down the road, but he wasn't ready to stop yet, so he started running and ended up in Monticello's Applewood neighborhood.
I had the garage door open and I turned around and there's a policeman standing out in the rain, pouring down rain, and he's saying, we've got somebody on the loose that's coming in this neighborhood. Please lock your doors, lock your cars up, and stay inside.
Police eventually found Wilkerson hiding in someone's shed and arrested him. He faces both traffic and drug charges. The Macon County Sheriff's Office is warning people about a new scam. They say someone is calling people claiming to be raising money on behalf of the Sheriff's Office for their Shop with the Sheriff event. But this person is not associated with the office, and that money is not going toward the event. If you get a call like that, you should hang up, and if you have any information about it, you should call police.
It's a restoration project that's been 18 years in the making. How Park was able to come back from an ammonia spill.
Plus this.
I thought the documents were very enlightening.
The committee investigating House Speaker Michael Madigan will meet again. What they'll be focusing on this time around.
And the Illini made their season debut today. Why it was a historic day in more ways than one.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Ryan Dallas Real Estate.